Hello. In this episode of How to Convert Units, we're going to do a multi-step conversion. We are going to convert 20 miles per hour to meters per second. Now, I have already given you the conversion factors from miles to meters, from hours to minutes, from minutes to seconds. Okay. Now, that number, 1600 meters per mile, is going to come up very frequently. So I would highly advise you to memorize that number. Okay? All right, let's get started. First off, like in any of these problems, what you want to do is write down what the problem gave you. So in this case, it would be 20 miles per hour. All right. And from there, all we have to do is figure out which units we want to cancel and multiply by 1. Okay? So I'm going to write a big multiplication sign there for multiplication. Alright. Now, if we take a look at the original problem, we see that we are given miles and we want to convert it to meters. So let's do that first. If we have miles and we want to convert to meters, we need to cancel out the miles unit. If miles is in the numerator, we should put that unit in the denominator and see what we're given. Okay, in this given here, we're given miles into meters, so we have miles down here, so we can put meters up on top. Wonderful. So for 1 mile, we have 1,600 meters. Alright, now you can at this point multiply straight across, and at that point you will get a new unit of, let's see what we can do here. We can cancel out miles because we have one on the top and one on the bottom. Okay. And if I plug that into my calculator, I'll get 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's a number I'm going to get. Now, if you're confused as to what the units will be, all you have to do is see which units are left. So in this problem, we have meters up at top, which we did not cancel out, and we have hours on the bottom, which we did not cancel out. Right? So 20 miles per hour is equivalent to 320,000, 32,000 meters per hour. But that's not what we want. We want to convert from miles to hour to meters per second. So I'm going to start a new line with what we have. And I'm going to continue canceling out the units. Now, in the first step, I only included one conversion. Now, in the second step, I'm going to show you what you can do if you are a little bit more used to the math. These are multi-step conversions. So if we have meters per hour on top, okay, I'm going to draw my division line. All right. Now, let's see here. We're given hours, but what we really want are seconds. Okay? And if we take a look at what we're given here, we can go from hours to minutes, and then from minutes to seconds. I'll say that one more time. We're given hours, all right? We're given hours. So we're going to go from hours to minutes, and then from minutes to seconds. So let's get started. If we have hours on the denominator, we want to cancel that out by putting hours in the numerator. All right, so we have 1 hour at the top, okay, and our given says for every 1 hour we have 60 minutes. So let's put that in. Okay. Now at this point, what I like to do is I like to cancel out my units just to make sure I'm on track. Alright, so the units that I am left with currently are meters and minutes. Okay, so if we go to the original problem, we have meters and we want to stick with meters. So that's good. But we have minutes here and we don't want that. We want to convert those minutes to seconds, so we'll just do one more conversion. Okay, if we have minutes down here on the denominator, we can put minutes up here in the numerator, and that will cancel the minute unit out, and we can replace it by looking up here. All right, we're given minutes and we want to convert it to seconds. All right, we're given minutes and we want to convert it to seconds, so we're going to put seconds in the denominator. All right, so for every 1 minute we have 60 seconds. Okay, now before I do the math, I want to make sure that my units cancel out. Okay, perfect. Now if we put that into the calculator, hold on one second, we get, let's see what we get here. I'm going to plug 32012 divided by 60 divided by 60. Alright, the answer we should end up with is 8 point, I'm going to round it to my hundredths, 89. Okay, that is the number I end up with. Now if you're wondering what the units should be, take a look at all the units that are not canceled out. For example, up in the numerator we have meters, and in the denominator we have seconds. So there you have it. The final answer is 8.89 meters per second.